We really benefited from Fulcrum being on the board and their operating experience, and it really it brought a realistic nature, a practical nature. You know, operating companies, things don't always go according to plan, and so that real experience really helps be realistic, be patient when you need to be, and also be challenged when you need to be. And Fulcrum clearly brought that to the table. We had a big, diverse board, I would say, bigger than I was used to in previous organizations. They helped with introductions and recruiting other board members, and they brought a very, very balanced approach to the board. You know, things don't always go according to plans, and they're really an asset in that scenario. So I really appreciate their balance, their realistic approach, practical approach, and the annual CEO event's been great. Getting to meet other CEOs and executives and understanding their challenges and how they've solved the problems has been great. And just from their experience, you know, they're operators, which is unique really in the private equity world, and bringing that experience. So I've actually been CEO at 5 different businesses, all private equity backed. So I've worked with quite a few different private equity firms, and I think there's a few things in my mind that set Fulcrum apart. And one thing I really like is they are not overly prescriptive. Like, so I've worked with private equity firms before that they have a cookie cutter way, and this is how these things will be done. And a lot of times you feel like you're not an executive, you're just doing what you're told. And you don't get that sense with Fulcrum. They are, you know, they don't have a one size fits all to solution. So that's a big thing. And I'll say that because of the operating experience, they can be patient when they need to be patient, and can challenge and push you, you know, when you need to be pushed. I think it's important that when we're picking a private equity partner, to realize that things are not always going to go perfect. And so pick a partner that you want to work with when things aren't going perfect. Because I've worked with both. I've worked with, so just make sure you got a personality you're compatible with. Make sure you got someone that understands running a business, that have experience operating a business, and they can be patient when they need to be patient, and they can be realistic. They really feel like a partner. You feel like a partner, a confidant, you can trust them, you're in it together. Fulcrum came in as our Series A. We had some seed investing, but they came in as Series A, and there was actually, they did a follow-on investment too. And one key milestone is they actually helped us to do an acquisition, and it was really a game changer. PhishLabs initially was really a kind of a one-trick pony, and it was very limited in our total addressable market. Because of that, and the acquisition really transformed the company. It dramatically increased the TAM, and we couldn't have pulled it off without Fulcrum, and even the follow-on investment too was critical, and it was an absolute game changer for PhishLabs.